It's my only vehicle. Other than a bike, like bicycle. So.
Yeah, fair enough. There's a group of us that ride around down, usually like downtown Winter Park area. Like I don't know if you've heard of Critical Mass.
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Heard of
It's one of those
Critical
big,
Role.
like hundreds of bikes going down the road kind of events. And they do it once a month downtown. And then there's also the Folk Area, which started with one wheels and ended up with e-sticks and e-bikes and stuff.
Hello.
It's cool.
chairs
It's fun
floating
seeing
around.
how cars react when there's just a swarm of EVs on the road.
Yeah.
No one knows what to do.
Also, the ones that go fast, it's like you get people looking in cars and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
They're just going right next to them.
Yeah.
Can you put the sound effect of like a muscle car on your one?
See, you should
I
put
can
the
put any sound
camera in
effect
the
on it. I've
other
got
corner
BB-8 sound effects on there now.
so that it's like looking over your shoulder.
It's those Dutch angles.
Dutch angles, you also have to go up.
That works.
Like that's Dutch angle.
Oh wow, I'm gonna give up my seat.
Hello.
I'm giving up my seat
Oh, really?
Yep.
Displacing
because
it?
I've been here for long.
All right.
There's plenty more seats.
I know, but I can sit up here and be further away from the front.
I mean, I chose to sit in the corner for a reason.
I mean, Mike's just gonna go to the peanut gallery.
It's become less corner.
Raise it at all.
Kyle, are we live on the internet?
But it's always great to see just lots of
What's that?
one-wheel vehicles all riding
Oh,
past at once.
I'm not using it. I'm reading. Yeah.
And the faster ones can act as like shepherd dogs to make sure nobody gets lost behind or left behind.
Sure.
Back with the other stuff so it doesn't get lost. I can also go over the code after this too.
Sure.
How are the one wheels? They look fun. I haven't tried them
So
before.
much fun. So much fun. Like, and they're easy to learn because I've never done skating or anything before, and I picked up in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Kyle, is the recording going?
And actually safer than some of the e-skates I've like the e-skateboards, just because of the size
Yes.
of the tire that you can actually get like suspension out of it. Because we've had a few incidents. Like I carry bandages and stuff with me at this point because inevitably always somebody goes down. And I've seen a few.
We have more
instances where
chairs
the dial, like,
somewhere.
back or
There's
something.
one.
It just
And
If you would like
little
to have a
wheels on an
seat.
e-skateboard will just
Yeah,
stop.
not terribly
You go
close.
fine.
Okay.
All right.
Whereas a one wheel, it just takes it, eats it.
Yeah, I got straps on mine.
Yeah, yeah.
For the tennis wheels.
Yeah. Well, and that's this is also got
Oh, nice.
air suspension to it.
If you're in town for Maker Fair, you can ride around the track.
I will be in New York. New York's still small.
Admit.
But if I'm up there for as long as I think I am, I'll probably drive up and actually ride around.
Get it to yourself.
Oh god.
Take the auto trader. And check the one wheel.
Just ride the one wheel there.
That would take a while.
Yeah.
And several
50
tires.
miles of range times like 3,000 miles.
To New York, it's not 3,000 fucking miles to New York.
If you're having to take like
Depends on which way
the
you go.
bicycle paths and stuff.
If you can't take the freeway.
Why can't you take the freeway?
Because you can't go fast enough for it.
Yeah.
Technically, vehicles that are under 40 horsepower can't take the freeway.
Yeah. Also, I don't trust drivers.
Yeah.
It's still not 3,000 miles to New York.
It's
Yeah, that sounds more like
15 to 1,700 by
I
car.
would
It's
walk
3,000 miles
5,000
from this doorway
No.
to Los Angeles
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
via Atlanta, actually.
Think of all the great bike paths we'll have when we run out of gas.
Yeah, but it's not a straight line. The coast curves a little bit, and the highways do things.
I mean,
Like
yeah, it's
when I
like one
drove
of those
down, it was
things.
about 1,700.
Technically,
so.
if you measure the coastline with enough detail, it becomes infinitely long.
I want you to measure every
Oh,
pebble.
that's a
Fractal
crappy math
coastline.
problem.
Yeah, it depends what resolution on how much coastline, because are you going to go to the molecular level, sand grain level?
Well,
It's
apparently
infinity.
Blackheart is.
It's infinity. So, yeah.
Yes.
It is
I'm running.
1,208 miles and 100 hours of riding a bike
See,
to get to New York.
Okay, so if I gave myself like 2 weeks,
it's an adventure.
I'm not sure work wants me to take 2 weeks to get there.
But you do.
Put a little like podium on it too, and you can type while you're riding it.
Well, I mean, if you have
Put a solar panel on your back.
This is a chair. I have a stool. Like built. This is great at crosswalks. It's actually really useful. But I could technically, if I learned how to ride sitting, actually have something going. It's probably not advised, but it's
Do it.
doable.
Oh, that's legal.
That might be texting and driving at that point.
I mean,
Directions.
have you seen the one wheelers sitting in the
Oh,
folding
wow.
chairs? That's like you could just do that for forever.
Put a green screen behind you for the meeting. You can.
Flapping in the
There's
wind.
chairs if you want to sit.
Okay.
Just squeeze in somewhere, yeah.
And if you need to, feel free to grab from the laptop bar as well.
We're
Actually,
pulling a
hang on.
couch, literally do whatever.
I'll just free up a seat.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
This works.
But there's no one else to sit in that seat now.
There's,
Can you
At
sit
least-
in the seat while sitting on your one wheel?
You put your legs up in
Stack.
the seat.
I
While
mean-
leaning back in the chair.
No. I feel like that's not how balance works. Or physics.
Anyways. I left the agenda over here.
Are we gonna-
I'm also
Are we gonna start?
Yes, we're gonna
Yeah, my
start.
friend.
I don't
Join the
believe
meeting.
you.
I was giving people
Oh,
time
wait,
to
no,
get
it's facing all
here.
the way over there. I'm never gonna be on camera.
Traffic was fierce.
Oh yeah, come sit. Oh yeah, we freed up chairs.
Oh, look, there is another person.
There isn't a seat, I told you.
And there's also another chair right next to the door, too.
There's a whole couch.
There's also a chair right in the middle of the room.
Hello and welcome to the October meeting for FamiLAB. We are streaming on the internet, so be on your best behavior. If you do not wish to be streamed on the internet, leave. Bye, Mike.
Bye.
First off, we're going to go to Mr. Dan with financials.
Hey, so this month, we ended up we gained a member, we didn't lose any. So we're up to 117, so that's always a good thing. Actually, I forgot to check the donation box, but we had $250 donation from the Accounting Simplified.
That is it.
Accounting Simplified LLC / Lily's employer. So that's greatly appreciated.
Because I'm a good worker.
Other than that, things we're still remaining fairly stable, still paying the bills. That's really about it, unless anybody's got any specific questions.
Please spell my works. Let me tell you how much fun that is to type in emails constantly.
I believe I would have to go check for the whole year, but we're doing well recently, at least.
We had the unexpected AC problems and repairs that hurt us. Rent going up isn't great either. We're still in the black, kinda, but we're definitely not as nice as we'd like. The big
Oh, I meant
thing.
specifically members.
Oh,
paying
members.
policies.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking financials. I think we're,
Generally pretty steady.
yeah, we're steady where we are.
Yeah.
I think we're within 5 members of where we were pre-COVID, somewhere in that area.
Ask Dan. Dan was keeping track back then. I wasn't.
I'd have to,
Just ballparking it.
yeah,
Essentially, yeah.
ballparking it, I would say yes. Well, I don't know. At some point back when I just went and pulled up an agenda for many months ago, back in February, we had 5 less members than we do now. So that's good.
Hooray!
Net win.
If you can say, what does rent run approximately?
Right now it's about 3,000, right at about 3,000 a month.
Very cheap, considering, but also a lot. Yeah, it's like 3,550.
About 3,050. We get a good deal on the place, but it's definitely like the vast majority of the membership dues goes to paying for rent, And then electricity is the next big one. And
There's a pie chart on the annual meeting slides that kind of breaks down how much of a membership goes to where. And I think we end up with like $1.50 every day. That's the extra in case the air conditioner breaks fund.
And if the air conditioner doesn't break, that's the new tools fund.
It's also the put away for a rainy day fund, because rainy days happen, like air conditioners breaking, or lasers dying,
Or actual
Or
rainy
hurricanes.
days.
or hurricanes, or moving potentially. I don't know. I'm terrified.
Throwing dangerous words around.
Our lease is up in 2025, so we'll see what happens in 2025.
Centuries to this.
Yeah, judging by the last
Right,
2 years of the world, literally anything can happen.
yeah, I mean, if it gets to 2025.
Yeah.
We'll just be Mexico by then. It's fine.
Anyways, on that depressing thought.
It'll be like Fallout.
What's up, Kyle?
It'll be like Fallout.
Yeah, I'll be like Fallout. Well, I'll be on vacuum tubes.
Brotherhood of Steel.
General updates. Kyle has been working on the CNC router, finishing that up. Thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
I don't know what the full status is of it.
I need to get some fuses, and I need to get some wire and some ends, and we have some of that stuff at the lab. Some of it I'm just gonna pick up from auto parts store, and then I got to do some wiring.
That. So it gets ever closer. It is complicated, etc., etc. Maker Faire is coming up very, 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 very soon. November 5th and 6th at the Central Florida Fairgrounds.
What's Maker Faire?
What?
Does anyone not know what Maker Faire is?
It's
You
too
don't-
late for that now.
Maker
It's
Faire.
Or volunteer.
Hold on.
Get some postcards. Does anyone actually not know what it is? It's okay if you don't. Raise your hand.
Maker Faire is the greatest show and tell. It's a big, I call it a science. What?
Hold it up to the camera.
Where's the camera?
You're the one who put the camera on.
Maker Faire.
10 years.
Yes, it is the 10-year mark.
It's essentially a bunch of nerds like us getting together and showing off the things that we did or made or things.
Imagine Comic-Con for makers.
There is still space if you really want to exhibit something.
There's also space if you want to go.
And there's space if you want to volunteer or just go.
The way I describe it, it's a science fair for adults, but cooler.
And it's not graded.
Yeah, it's not graded. There's Power Wheels Racing, which is they make custom go-karts, and they're made to look like Power Wheels, and they go very fast. There's fighting robots. There's builders, artists, droids, 3D printing, cosplay, fighting robots, steampunk, nerdy derby, music, power racing, lasers, AR and VR synthesizers, belt sander racing, opera, video projection, jewelry, drones, and more.
Read the list.
I read the list. But if you are interested in going to that, great. If you're interested in volunteering, there is volunteer sign up on the Maker Faire website. FamiLAB will not have a booth, but we will have people helping out throughout the fair.
If you sign up for a volunteer shift, you get in free for the day.
Yes, it's
That's the benefit. And you get a t-shirt.
you give them 4 hours of help, and you get the rest of the day free. New door code. Brian has been working on that, and I think you hit a milestone.
Yes, I'm almost at functional prototype. There's only one more feature before I reach that point. It just needs caching so that it works when the internet isn't. And then we get to work on the device side code. So if anyone knows microcontroller stuff, I've got a couple of ESP32s that I could use some help with to basically make a single HTTP query to a server that'll return a true or false, and then have it connect to a relay to unlock a door. So if anyone wants to help with that part, I'd appreciate it.
I know how to hook a wire relay up to the door.
We may recruit you for that part.
The last topic on the agenda is the annual meeting is coming up very fast. It is in March. We have not decided on a solid day yet, but it is
Usually the back half of the month.
yeah, usually the back half of the month. It is when we come together, look at the past of the history of FamiLAB and also the past year. We also have board elections during the annual meeting, for which we need volunteers / tributes / recruits.
And any member,
Sacrifice.
any member in good standing is eligible to be on the nominee list.
Yep.
You can self-nominate, or you can have someone else nominate you if you feel rude. It's really not a
Ask
big deal.
someone before nominating them.
Yes.
Don't nominate someone blindly.
Yeah, it's not a popularity contest. These are people that keep the doors open and plan for the future and
Pays the rent.
pays the rent, keeps this place going and keeps it alive.
Yeah.
I hope.
And we are still just regular members. And
Like you and me.
yes, with added extra responsibilities instead of our own projects.
If you want more details, please feel free to message myself or the board or post in Lab Ops and Management. We can have an open discussion about it. There are no closed doors in regards to this stuff. That is it for the official agenda. Is there any open discussion anyone would like to add? Show and tell, blah, blah, blah.
I'm sitting on a robot.
I'm raising my hand.
Are you raising your hand?
Yeah.
What do you want to show and tell?
I don't want to show and tell anything, but if you take food from the fridge, from the top 2 shelves, there's many ways to donate. There's a little box, and there's also a PayPal link.
I dumped all those quarters in there.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate you, Roger.
I didn't have any. I didn't have any.
I done some digital quarters via PayPal.
Thank you. But yeah, it's literally it's me going to Sam's and buying stuff and bringing it here. And so far, I'm almost breaking even. So, be nice. I'd like to keep doing it.
That's the human talking.
Mike was hiding behind.
I was.
Just lean
Oh
over.
God. Blackout was being blocked. Now I'm being blocked by Blackout. Yeah, it's pay what you want. It's literally just make a guess and give me money. But I appreciate all those who have been donating because it's been encouraging enough for me to continue to buy stuff.
Thank
If
you,
there's
Mike.
also any requests, just drop it in the box and say, I really wish we had Fritos more. There's a lot of Fritos in there because I like Fritos. There's also lots of Jell-O. You don't have to pay for the Jell-O. Please just take it.
Did you make it at home?
Long story about the Jell-O.
Tell it after the meeting.
I will.
Is it sanitary, Joe?
Yes, it's
Okay.
fine. Perfectly fine.
Sanitary, that sounds even worse.
We have
The unsanitary Joe.
I kind of sanitary.
We have a number of new people to introduce tonight, so we're going to move on to that. Who wants to introduce first?
If you
Don't all rush
You're not a new member, Mike.
If you don't speak up, you'll be drafted.
Dan, I'm gonna cancel my membership.
All right,
Okay, new member.
come on up.
We have a stool for you to use however you would like.
My name is Wilbur Clary. I just moved into a condo and I don't have any place to screw around, so you guys are it.
You come
Sorry
right
to
away.
hear that, like, a very strong
Amazing.
Mike.
My background is probably not too helpful to you. I was a pilot in the military and I sold aircraft and I make stuff, but none of it, most of it has to do with sailboats. And
What do you make?
I'm sorry.
What do you make?
Right now, I want to work on a power system that is adaptable to use on a winch. I don't like the ones that they have. And since I'm not supposed to lift anything because of some stuff, I thought that would be a good thing. And I want to make a water maker because water makers are too expensive and they use too much energy. And I think there's other ways of doing it.
Didn't we have somebody like last month, the month before, who did sailboat stuff? Like they did sailboat racing, I think.
I don't remember. I meet too many people.
I know.
I think it was longer than a couple months ago.
Time is weird and compressed.
Well, I used to do a lot of sailboat racing, but I haven't used it.
Now it's pleasure sailboating, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the oldest airplane you've ever flown?
The oldest?
Yeah.
Beach 18. 1947.
Very cool.
And I flew cargo with them. And they were in the Smithsonian, but I was flying them for a living.
Does anyone else have any questions?
So what can you teach us and what would you like to learn from us?
I really don't know what I can teach you. I mean, for a long time, I spec'd out helicopters for the military. You give me the mission and I make up a helicopter for you. With avionics and ordnance, I worked for a French avionics company and I was North American sales manager for Thales. And it was ever heard of.
I think your abilities in design, picking, choosing and arming a helicopter will be helpful for grant writing.
I made a living.
As far as at least encouraging them to accept our proposals.
Dan, can we buy a helicopter?
Isn't there one on the
There is.
card table?
It's an RC helicopter. We have a few people that do drones and RC helicopters. I prefer everything on the ground.
I'm not sure they're not harder to fly.
They are probably much harder to fly.
I flew airplanes too. I flew airplanes for years, and I was a Vietnam vet. I got out of the military, and I got my commercial pilot's license and flight instructor, and I got laid off from an airline, and I went back in the Army and flew helicopters, and that's. I was addicted after that.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Much, yeah.
Who would like to introduce next?
I think we're going clockwise at this point.
Yeah, I think you're next.
The problem that I don't have a good English.
You don't need it here.
Okay, I will try. Okay, my name is Walter. I'm from Brazil. I stay here six months. I'm learning English, communicate with those I understand too. I was translator to try understand something. Okay, I worked in financial banking in Brazil. I'm retired, coming to USA because my daughter is studying here. And in Brazil, I had a small woodworking only for me, not a business, and did it. And I feeling that I need to do this woodwork again.
Yeah.
And the smell of the wood and like things. I need to found a place that I can do it again. And then I found the internet. I found the FamiLAB, and I'm here.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Cool.
Does anybody have any questions for Walter?
What kind of woodworking, like what do you like to make?
I did something pieces for me. I did tables. I did the eating board. I
Cutting board, yeah.
cutting board, boxes to controls, boxes
Very
to
cool.
watch,
Yeah.
and many things. I did Instagram, and Instagram I have many pieces that I did, and if I can try to teach or do together with one that you want to do with me, a pleasure.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry my English. Okay,
Great,
Great.
Who would be next to introduce?
That's me.
So I couldn't make it in today. I had some issues come up, but I'm Michael Carroll. I don't know if I can introduce over the Google Meet, but
One of these.
Yeah, it's been remote for a lot of the year, so go for it.
Absolutely.
okay. Can you see me if I turn my video on and stuff?
Can you see you?
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
We can't see your mic. Come on. Yeah, we can't see your webcam.
Oh, there you go. Hey.
Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm Michael. I used to come to DC 407 a lot, and had friends at FamiLAB. But I was too young to be a member. So now that I have a job and I'm living my life, I decided, I want to do stuff at FamiLAB again and meet people. Because it was all about the people when I was there and the friends that I made. And it kind of sucks because of COVID. But that's the reason I'm kind of trying to become a member. And it just cut out. But
You're still there. Your voice is still there on the video, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. All right, there we go. I do a lot of computer security, and I work at EA at the moment. Not doing development or anything, and everyone asks that, but looking to come to FamiLAB to just get better at hardware stuff specifically, because I don't have any area to work on hardware, and learning mechanical stuff because I never had the chance to. So
cool.
What would you like to learn from us? And what could we learn from you?
I really want to learn the woodworking and metalworking classes, and I would really like to be able to run a class with you guys on computer security because I knew I learned a lot coming to FamiLAB for that. So I'd like to be able to spread my knowledge, especially since everything's kind of slowed down and the people that were there aren't really going anymore.
I see you have I saw a minute ago you had a 3D printer in the background. Does it function?
Actually was cleaning it up pretty recently because it got dusty. But yeah, it works. Besides needing a new PLA.
Nice.
Anybody else have any questions for Michael?
Yeah, do you know how to secure a Deno server?
Oh, what server, sir?
A Deno, the new version of Node.
Oh no, I do more application security stuff, vulnerability research, and things like that.
Do you know about Electron apps?
I've looked at it a little bit, but I don't really like doing browsers, so I've avoided them for the most part.
Would you be interested in restarting some DC 407 meetings in person here?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, as long as people will come. Yeah.
Sometimes they say if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not much of a meeting if no one comes.
More of a hangout.
Yeah, or yourself.
Phrasing, but sure.
But, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
I was waiting for somebody to jump on that, but
They're having their own meeting.
Next, rock, paper, scissors. Which one of you guys go?
Hi, my name's Arthur, and I'm one of those guys who does in the evening what he does during the day, except have more fun in the evening. So, electrical engineer, software, hardware, some mechanical. Let's see what else. So human factors engineering. So they pay me for in the day, and then I take the money and go home and play. Buy tools and things, and 3D printers. For fun, I do model railroading and outside parkside ride upon railroading and robots. Whereas Tilly builds large, imposing, dangerous robots, I build small, fragile, navigating robots. A project I'm currently working on is for something called the Firefighting Robot Contest, which is basically you move through a simulated house that's an 8x8 with several rooms, and you find a candle and put it out. So it's sort of a firefighting robot. And they're doing that at Robo Games out in April, and they also have that up in Hartford. Very cool. So again, I've got something I can do show and tell later. So
Awesome.
anyway, that's me. And I'd be happy to, I love mentoring. I do a lot of it work. So, hardware, software, I want to learn CNC stuff. make lots of chips.
Have you ever thought about, is instead of putting out fires, starting fires with your robots and
Oh, I
igniting
do
other
that all
robots in fire.
That's a lot easier.
You can have an
Yeah,
adversarial
it's
team there, a fire starter and a firefighter. Thinking each other, right?
It's called R&D, yeah.
Is there a robot named Firestarter? Congratulations, that's your new battle.
Very,
There you go.
it's very unimaginative. Awesome. That leaves you.
Me.
Are you introducing or are you?
I think I'm new. I came last week.
Okay.
I told him to come back this week. Have you been here before that?
No.
Oh, great.
Cool. Well, everyone else is good so far. I'm Dakota.
I
I
can't
am,
remember if there is way to everyone. Hello.
I'm actually also working at EA, so it's cool to see there's other people. I do programming stuff. I like doing crafting stuff. I like working with all kinds of different materials. Recently, I've gotten into silicones, making some dice.
Nice.
Some are like bouncy balls, some are just squishy. It's nice. But also done like sewing stuff, some woodworking stuff, but I haven't done like the cool tools like lathes and CNC stuff. Yeah, I've done a lot of like Arduino things. Did some engineering classes when I was like in high school and undergrad. So I kind of have experience like all over the place, and interests all over the place. So I don't really know what I want to do, but I know there's a lot of potential. So, and
The FamiLAB.
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of how all of us started.
Yeah. Also, for work I do programming, so that's probably where most of my skill set is. So I can help out with that stuff.
Who is your favorite Pokemon and why is it Squirtle?
There's like 900 of them now.
You gotta think of the original 150, like those are the ones that matter.
151.
151, you're right.
How does the first 150?
I mean, we're not limiting you to the first one.
I know.
It's just if you pick one that's higher, you're wrong.
I don't think Lugia was in the first 150.
No, that was Gen 2.
That was Gen 2, yeah. But it's like the movie only seems to have the original
I mean,
150
I think I let
Pokemon.
that one slide. It's in the second gen.
It's in the second gen, but the movie was like first gen.
It's true.
Now, Ho-Oh, on the other hand, was in the very first episode of the anime.
Oh, that's why Ash doesn't age. You wanted to be
Because he's actually dead. He's on a spirit journey.
I just love I can ask a random, completely nerdy question and get a discussion out of it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's Lucario, not Squirrel, but also blue, so, you know,
Okay.
in the realm.
Blue.
Comment would help. What is
Yeah, I
the
know.
first project that you would like to start at FamiLAB?
Notice she didn't say finish.
I really don't know yet. 'Cause I got-
Fantastic.
That's actually even better. Your first project is figuring out what your first project
Yeah.
is.
How many projects are you going to start before you finish one?
Do I include ones that I've technically already started, but not really?
Nah.
From this point forward?
I have at least one in mind.
In plus one.
I know the ESP32 has Wi-Fi capabilities, and there's an ESP32 cam. And I want to kind of tether the cam to an ESP32 that has a nice fat display on it. Have like a remote cam. I was thinking like that'd be cool for cosplay helmets where normally you need to have like a spot open for vision, but instead it's just camera, screen.
I mean, if they're both gonna be in the costume.
It doesn't necessarily have to be,
Make
but the,
more sense to
the
run
thing
the
is the
wire.
processing of taking the picture in and then the processing of spitting it out to display is a lot for the ESP32. So if you can kind of offload it and just data transmission between them.
How about the Raspberry Pi for doing something like that?
I bought one for later on, but I kind of want to do the ESP32 as just a challenge for myself at
As a
this point.
challenge?
It's
Because
also
I'm
really hard to
thinking
go.
about something similar myself, but using Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, I haven't delved too deep into the Pi
Well,
yet.
they're all right. They've tripled in price, but you can still find them.
I have a
And
4
the-
because I
and the
bought it
Pico
earlier.
Pi, if you can make it more efficient, and they do parallelize.
But the PicoPis are not computers like the other ones are.
No, but they're powerful
Yeah,
microcontrollers.
they're
It's doable.
microcontrollers, but they're in entirely different class.
Yeah, okay, but something can be possible depending on like that resolution of the screen.
Yeah.
Like the Will's way, we can, iterative, right? Waterfall,
I mean,
agile.
this is an ESP32. It has what, a 64 by 128 screen on it?
Yeah, I
And
got
it can do
like,
this fast enough for you.
I got like a 320 by 480 or something.
And
So
you
it's
can
a
run
little more.
MicroPython as well.
Circuit. Or this one runs circuit.
Oh, that one's, I never heard of.
It's
Thank you.
slightly more capable.
See what you started?
Discussions.
You started.
Discussions are good.
We have
One more.
Next.
Well, two more.
Two
Two
more.
more? The one hiding in the corner.
oh,
Hello. I'm right here,
Alex, right?
Right.
Yeah, you finished the membership process.
Your super is back.
And your name was Daniel. I believe you finished as well. So you're the last one to introduce.
Oh, really? Okay.
Introduce yourself to the class.
All right.
The microphone's up here, so you can stay back there, but you gotta speak up.
Okay, great. So I work as a statistician.
What's the
but
chance of that?
What? I'm sorry.
What's the chance of that?
Very small, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to come up. And I've heard a lot of statistician jokes, but that was under my belt. I like dishing them out. That's all on top part. So okay. Although I do stats, fortunately I do a lot of software as well. I started off as an engineer and I ended up as a statistician. I've done woodworking in the past. I actually made a boat, like a rowboat, where 5 people, it's from reclaimed wood. So I was hunting the dumpsters, stealing wood from construction, reclaiming from wood construction sites. We've got a video on YouTube if you guys wanted to see that miraculous boat. It's something else, but 5 people got into that boat. And we rode in like very icy water. It's very cold, and we did it. We're alive, okay, and that's it. So it was the most remarkable. We named it more than Mara. So, but since then I didn't do much woodworking. That was enough, but that was an experience. And then like bending plywood. It's not really supposed to, but you don't have the money for oak at that time. Bending ply was a special art. Yeah, lots of trial and error there, and nerve breaking.
I mean, if you bend plywood just right and add some cushions, you could sell it as designer furniture.
I should have had you right there. Come on, no one thought
There you
about it.
go.
Okay.
Then I've been in my cave for the past 3 years doing open source. COVID was great for open source. Got my Dream app, which is a database for organizing and searching memes. It's the most, I like to think it's the most serious endeavor to sorting, storing, looking up your memes. Yes, I have SQLite, and from Joseph Wise, who studied at Full Sail, he worked at Amazon. He's got a great SQLite library with C++ bindings for your database. So I can honestly say you can store more than 2 million memes with linear search indexes on your desktop. No cloud access required for your memes. So
did it categorize all of them too?
yeah, I also have the FaceApp API for the machine learning, so you can do facial searches for your success kit, etc.
No, so I want to use Clip, and we could make our own memes with AI.
Yeah. No, I don't have the creation tool. I don't have the creation tool, but you upload them in there. You
So
can
I can
store
upload that.
Stable diffusion.
keywords, and I also have the key thing about the search to make it efficient is this. But people like their memes, is that I store them in a bipartite graph so that every image can be a meme and every meme can be an image, which means.
We're getting metaphysical now.
Yes, in a way it is. I thought about it for a very long time. I was there because it means that, let's say you've got the success kit. I don't just search for images that have the success kit. I can also search for images that had the success kit as a meme, right?
So if you've tagged it, said, oh, well, there's a picture of me on my birthday, graduating, et cetera, I put the success kit. Then I search for the success kit, and it also gives you all your graduation stuff as well. They become related. Exactly. It's actually the opposite direction. So we take the reverse direction of the meme. So you inherit the meme attributes from your image.
Wow.
This is a sentence that hasn't been said.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's,
what is the heart of a meme?
yeah, there we go. That is it. No, seriously.
There was something important that happened, and it was a very important thing, and I just used the success kit. Oh, that's right, my anniversary. And then,
There you go. Exactly. That is it.
So have you done any statistics as to what types of events correlate with which types of memes?
Yeah, I
that'd
have.
be like a sentiment engine.
And I've been looking at. I've been doing this software, but believe it or not, I did it in Electron. It took me a long time to make the builds, the keys, Windows security installers. Ouch. Oh, getting the security install a key to work on Windows so it doesn't get the pop-ups. Ouch. It was mega time spent there. A lot of frustration, but I got it to work. And then FamiLAB, because I've been working on my a drone, some lights. I'm really surprised that there's no like activation button for my drone for the lights to turn on and off. I want spotlights that don't just are on, but turn off. So I had to get my signal receiver and a separate channel on a separate controller. So I have that. And then also, funny enough, the project I wanted to do after my drone is a project that you thought with the cosplay, because I love my Comic-Cons too. And I've been thinking about that. Haven't maybe gotten as far as you on thinking about how to do it, but I was thinking about doing Raspberry Pi or something like that. So yeah, my friends, if you want to talk about memes, I'm ready for that. And adding lights to your drones. And yeah, so I'll be working on my drone here, and hopefully I'll be working on my drone, and then after that, maybe the cosplay in-out camera view display, right?
The real end game for that is just getting one of the pre-made heads-up displays and using like two
Like the
cameras.
HoloLens.
Or why not just look into FPV drones?
That's what I'm saying, like,
Just
you
one of
use
those
that,
things.
and then just have the cameras, basically eye distance on the externals.
That's like HTC Vive and the Valve Index and stuff have the.
Yeah, exactly.
In-out. Yeah, with the camera in and camera out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end goal. It's just I'm doing it with the SP32 for shenanigans and.
Don't bother with the HoloLens though. You have the feel of you have a postage stamp. It's awful.
Yeah. Yeah, but the HTC, you need like a whole dedicated laptop, right?
I feel like this is getting a little.
I mean, if you get into like does the Quest have inside out cameras as well?
It does, but they're black and white.
I mean, that's
The
not-
new one, the $1,500 one they just announced is now in color.
Well,
At the risk of us going on and on forever,
How dare you enjoy your member meeting?
I mean, yes, but we can conclude the meeting
True.
and we can continue talking after that.
We get to close the official stream in the notes.
Yeah, we have to close the stream. So we've had 2 people complete the process this month, Alex Gonzalez and Daniel Southern. Welcome to FamiLAB.
That's right, you were the guy who cut the badges, right?
No,
Yes.
No.
that was different, Daniel.
I did cut out.
Please don't burn the building down, and we look forward to seeing what you make.
Welcome.
Hello from PUBG.
If nobody else has anything they would like to have added to the official meeting, we will go ahead and call it adjourned. Give you guys a second. Speak up or forever hold your peace.
Or just wait till next month.
Or just bring it up in Slack. We are always there.
Next member meeting is half a week.
November 15th.
Yeah. I will be here.
Would you like us to move the entirety of the meeting just for you, Michael?
I'm not that important.
I know you're not. That's why I was being facetious.
You want me to stop this yet, or are we still going?
Yep.
Yeah.
We will
Alright.
call it.
Oh wait.
Wait. What?
I was wondering for the EA employee there, where do you or like what department do you work at? You work at Tiburon, right?
Yeah, Central Football Gameplay.
Oh, so you do like EA Sports stuff, or
Yeah, I'm working on football and football accessories.
Oh, not
That's
quite
cool.
official. There's also Free Play Florida coming up. And if you like